I know you wanted to have...
Is it recording?
Welcome to the third Thorns cast, Thorns of Creation podcast.
And
We told you not to do that!
that's right.
Immediately. Alright, so
God damn it, Brandon.
You're not supposed to.
I thought you were just fucking around.
alright, well
It wasn't supposed to be that hard, but it just happened. I'm
right.
sorry.
so we have here both Brandons, Brandon drums and Brandon vocals.
So do we want to give like each other like wrestling names?
Yeah, what was the wrestling names we were gonna give?
Oh, no, we didn't do our accents.
Our
either.
accents, yeah,
Oh,
we need
we
to
have to
have
have-
Yeah, we can do that.
Yes,
We can do
That's
that
going to be
easily.
part of the topic. We got a lot of fun topics for y'all today.
What if we just choose an accent for each other?
Choosing us.
Okay, we'll choose-
we'll
choose
one.
someone else.
We'll go a few minutes in, that way we can talk about some stuff,
Oh,
and
I'm sure you
then
got like a piece of paper and a pen or something.
and then at some point we can just like, and it doesn't have to be accents. It can be like, I want you to impersonate this person.
Ooh, that'd be
It
good.
can be more than
sounds
just
interesting.
accents.
If you
So
don't know who they are, though.
Yeah.
we'll make it pretty easy.
But then you
you
just
get
do
shamed
then you just do
publicly.
your best like guess.
Flogging.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of not knowing, we actually have somebody in here that hasn't been in any of the podcasts. His name is Garrett, and he
Oi.
has he played bass for us in the past, and he's played in a couple other local bands and everything like that. So give a warm round of applause for Garrett. I'll give you the fap applause.
Bravo!
Okay.
So first subject, Matt, you had a subject that you were thinking
Well, it's gonna
about.
be so awkward just bringing it up randomly. But okay.
Okay.
So he has like when an athlete loses a limb or two, and then they compete and they do awesome, and people are always like super excited about him, and it's awesome and it's amazing. Like some guy loses 2 legs, for example, and he runs a marathon. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing. But my train of thought is, if you lose that much muscle, can't your body operate easier because it doesn't have to supply oxygen to those major muscles?
So it's like superhuman shit.
Well, I'm
dude.
just wondering, because don't get me wrong, like I said.
So basically, instead of being disabled, they're actually at an advantage.
right. But am I wrong to think that way?
That's like mind blowing.
Is it
Because-
even running, though?
Well, exactly.
Yeah, how do they run a marathon?
So he
exactly?
doesn't. They don't have to worry about muscle fatigue. And again, those are some major muscles. Your
That
lungs.
and the things that they use are designed for like to be comfortable and like take and absorb like
So am I wrong to
shock
think
and
that?
pressure and shit.
I mean, again, you lose a leg and you win a marathon. That's still great that you
No,
like, overcome. but
I'd say that's not a wrong
has
train of
no
thought
one
of
else
thinking.
thought that way?
I never
No.
considered that before.
I've never
But also
considered it,
at
I
the
don't
same
think it's
time,
wrong.
think about how if someone loses those appendages, don't you think that the lack of muscle that they're missing, like the parts that they're missing, other parts of their body have to work harder in order to compensate for like said lack of muscle? Like, okay, so you say
Maybe
you mentioned
like almost be opposite too.
Yeah, and that's what he's saying is like it's like somebody losing 2 legs and it's okay, so their muscles don't have to require as much oxygen and therefore it's easier on them. What if instead of the fact that they've lost like that much muscle tissue, the fact that the muscle tissue that they have remaining has to compensate for how much they've less. So how much impact is normally absorbed from
I'll
say
tell you
like your
what.
legs or your quads? And,
Like you said, it's great that they are able to win a marathon or do
yeah.
whatever without like these limbs. But I would honestly be more impressed if they were able to still beat someone that was fully functional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell.
yeah.
That would be.
Or it could
the
be like
ultimate
Lance
test.
Armstrong and you just take fucking steroids and you're good to go. You lose a couple
Be
testicles
the
and you're
ultimate
good.
test.
Yeah. But because it's like if you had a person like trying to outrun like a Doberman or something, like if you had a race between a human being and a Doberman, obviously the dog is probably going to win because it like is built for running and it's on 4 legs.
But what
like,
if the Doberman had 4 bionic legs?
No, I was gonna say even it out and make the Doberman run on its 2 hind legs. Make it run like a human, or make the human run like the dog.
How long is the race?
I don't know.
We're talking like
100-meter dash.
Because humans can run for longer distances.
That's true. It'd have to be some
Why
middle ground.
are we talking about animals now?
I don't know because
we are all
Yeah,
animals
I was
on the
just like,
inside.
apparently I'm just comparing the handicapped to animals, I guess.
Damn, dude. We're gonna get shot. Our first podcast was all about butt eating, like eating the butt. And then the second one was,
there
about more important shit, but there was still some... Oh, in our first one, we had that incest over the Notebook. We watched the Notebook and made love to each other in a trailer.
Don't forget that they were brother and sister.
And they were brother and sister.
Yeah, 3 times apparently.
Three times. I
reread.
real thing.
I forgot there was a part of that story. Apparently, they broke down and told the officer that they had done that when all he was asking about was like why they were out at 2 a.m. because they were
so guilty.
So like apparently they just did it 3
so
times
guilt-ridden.
and they just couldn't handle the shame.
Yes, we fucked each other.
You got us.
You fucking got me into doing it.
Hey! What are you doing out? It's past curfew.
Okay, we fucked each other.
Wait a minute!
I fucked my sister.
Sorry! I put it inside her.
That had to have been the strangest day of that cop's career.
Oh man, he's all sitting there like, gee.
He probably brought him into the station, and the guy was just like, "All right, what are you booking him for? Just just read the notes in the file." And
What if it was like a neighbor and he just happened to be a cop and he's all outside, like
So he's a
like
friend of the family.
He's like drinking a beer and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing out this late? Ain't your parents looking for you?" "All right, I fucked her. She's my sister." Just like broke down and he's like, "Fuck, dude, I gotta report this now."
I'm gonna have to call you in, sir, because that is fucked up.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
all right, we're gonna assign someone at this point an accent or an impersonation to do for the rest of the podcast and see how it goes.
This will be interesting.
Rock, paper, scissors for who goes. Ready? First one who loses. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
Okay, how the fuck do we do that?
You win, so you
You
lose.
fucking manage it.
You win, you lose.
5-person.
You win, you lose.
All right.
All right, so Brandon Drummer gets who? Or what?
It's gonna be really funny to
We
listen
gotta
to.
figure out.
An actor or a nationality. Not that we're racist, but
Yeah.
we're Americans.
Should it be
talk
someone-
like Sean Connery the whole time?
Yes.
There we go. Yeah.
Sean Connery.
Talk like Sean
So
Connery.
for the rest of the podcast, you're Sean Connery.
For the rest of the podcast.
Perfect.
you have
Excellent.
Are you serious?
you got to talk like that the rest of the time.
I slept with your mother, Trebek.
Shock it, Trebek.
Suck it, Trebek.
That says ain't no bomb cover.
All right, so another subject I'll bring up then, Matt kind of mentioned it earlier, is we'll just speak on the overall subject of hype. We'll talk about if hype is a good thing or a bad thing in any medium. We were talking about it in terms of video games.
That's right.
Destiny has been acquiring a whole lot of hype lately around just before it was released about how awesome of a game it's going to be.
I mean, I've been
everything.
seeing-
And
It
on
is your destiny to suck dick.
and pretty much the game came out, and anyone who has played it will realize that it is not all it was cracked up to be. And
Okay, so then
it's
here's
not-
why were you so excited about it
game.
originally? Like what? If you can narrow it down to a few bullet points about why you were so excited about it.
What gave you an erection? Destiny.
I will tell you what gave me an erection, Sean. The game, I played the beta, so the beta came out on console, and I played it, and it was a really good, I guess, tasting of what could have been, and that's what I thought that the beta was. Like, think about a demo when you play a demo for a game, or you listen to a teaser of an album, right? And you
I love green cheese.
and you listen to the teaser or you play the demo, and you see what the game or the album could be. And you're hoping that it's more than that. You're hoping that the thing that you're seeing or the thing that you're listening to actually is beyond what you're
Extremely
seeing.
high expectations.
Well, not necessarily extremely high, but they give you something called a demo, or they give you a teaser, which is supposed to be, in essence, something that alludes to a part of the whole.
They give
That
you
there's
an
more.
erection.
There's more to it. So when I played the beta for Destiny, there was a lot to it, and that you played all these different things, and there was all these multiplayer modes and everything like that, but that's all there was. When it came out, there was nothing different. So imagine listening to a teaser from an album and they played 30 seconds of each song, and then each song was only 30 seconds. It was only the 30 seconds that you heard.
I think that's a great idea.
Surprise is the whole thing.
Yeah, surprise.
That means we choose a new accent. Another person's got it.
All right, rock, paper, scissors. Whoever wins loses. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, dude, I'm doing. You guys are on 4. I'm on 3, dude.
Okay, try again.
I was on 3.
1,
as
2,
well.
3.
Okay, what is it? 3 or 4 this time?
3. Okay, ready?
Damn it, Garrett.
Ready, set. 1, 2, 3. Johnny does 4 anyway, and
All
then
right,
has a half.
Johnny loses.
Johnny loses.
We're picking Johnny.
Johnny loses.
Johnny.
This ought to be interesting.
This ought to be interesting indeed.
Oh man.
I'm thinking the actor thing is funny.
The actor.
Like picking an actor for him to impersonate
okay.
or a famous person. So
Ashton Kutcher.
no, because
It's got to be someone a little more like established.
I don't even know how I would be
Matt
able to do that.
McConaughey.
Oh.
Matthew McConaughey. Yes.
All right.
All right, you are Matthew McConaughey for the rest of the podcast. Okay,
By me.
sick.
okay. So after you were so excited about Destiny and it came out, what are your biggest complaints about it now? Because because it seems like from your Facebook post that you made, and here's where I kind of have to like I don't know, get after you a little bit, because it's like, because when the first day I went over there after you got it, you're like, yeah, I just spent all day playing it, like for so many hours. So it's like, don't you think maybe you burned yourself out on it?
Not necessarily, because like they meant for you to play it that way. They meant for people to binge play it pretty much, and that's how like think about any MMO that you've ever played. And here's my biggest gripe with it. Okay, it tries to be an MMO. It's really not an MMO. But it tries really hard. It has elements of an MMO, but it sucks at being an MMO. It has elements of a first-person shooter, only it's not really a good first-person shooter.
Did Borderlands do that model better than Destiny did?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Not only in the sense of the
claptrap.
not only in sense of the story and everything like that, but also in the sense of the gameplay. The gameplay was just much better. So if you have Destiny and you like it, it's not a terrible game, but it's definitely not a great game. And
I'm a little behind
think
on the gaming systems and games and all that.
I'm still working.
Suck it, Trebek.
What are you playing in your castle, Sean?
So far, I've been very particular to the Assassin's Creed.
Black Flag.
I'm still stuck on Black Flag. I've already beaten all the other games that I have.
All right, well, there's
Football season is
I
in,
just borrowed a big
serious.
shack of...
I'm a football hound. I love my balls. Big round.
It's not a bad game. It's just it's not great either, and it wasn't deserving of the hype that it got.
takes too much
definitely
time.
Is.
Should we do another accent now?
Yeah, go for it.
Yes, sound off.
I found it interesting that...
All right, new accent time. All right, ready, Garrett? 1, 2, 3. You win, so you lose. The person who wins loses. And in the case of John, it's, so
Okay.
you get one. So
I was
he's a really deep.
You guys can weigh in too.
Yeah. So he has a really deep.
To figure out which one would be good for you.
I know. He's a really deep. He can do a really good deep voice. So we got to pick something.
Wouldn't you want something that I'm going to struggle with?
I'd
though?
almost expect the opposite.
Yeah. See, you want
Give him a real high voice.
something I'm going to struggle with because that'll be funny. But whatever.
So like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse. You're Mickey Mouse. Yep.
All right.
Mickey Mouse. You are. Matt is Mickey Mouse for the rest of the podcast. I gotta think how to do Mickey. Fuck you guys. Sean Connery wouldn't laugh like that.
Sean Connery doesn't laugh. That's the problem.
Sean Connery laughs however he wants.
Sean Connery.
That's real funny.
Okay, I have another subject to discuss then, and it is the
Bring
kind
it
of
on.
this
Bring it on, bro.
it is the seemingly weird aspect of life where you end up getting into a, like, let's just say, because we can all identify with this, a rotten series of luck.
I had
And I wanna-
a movie.
I wanna know-
Dallas Buyers Club.
I want to know, what do you do when you seriously have like a like 4 or 5 things that just go wrong in a row? Like, how do you feel, and how do you, I guess, try and? This is a really deep topic, Brandon.
Really? hit
I
me
don't
with some
know how
heavy
I can
stuff, man.
explain.
That's the point.
What do you,
Because we had a tour lined up, and through a series of mishaps, we were not able to go on that tour because of some very, very wrong things of the universe.
I think what you end up doing is you sit around the table and talk funny.
This is very healing indeed. It's quite strenuous. You know, I was in the Highlander, and you can suck at Trebek.
well, Brandon, I guess what you do is you just, I don't know, you just keep your chin up and you keep looking forward to better things.
Like your mother did last night.
Right on.
That's ridiculous.
New accent.
It's time for another accent.
All right. Get some
1, 2,
action.
3.
Brandon's got to be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I agree.
Okay, I will be Arnold for the rest of the podcast. It's probably going to deteriorate. It will sound terrible at the
What was that
end.
word again?
Deteriorate.
Another topic I was wanting to bring up is doing karaoke with accents.
Should we do karaoke?
Just the two of us.
I've been told my
We
voice
can
is
make it,
as
you and
golden as
I.
my hair.
Just the two of us.
Matthew McConaughey.
Is that the song you want to do, Brandon?
Carry on my wayward son.
Carry on, my wayward son.
Does anybody actually have a topic?
No. No.
Nobody has a topic?
Beards have become increasingly popular. Why do you not have one?
I have a beard.
Yeah.
We should all
I have half a beard.
It's little.
We all
I have half a beard.
Woo!
It's not a tumor.
007 beards, maybe. Like I was.
007.
Sean Connery was 007. I got a lot of pussy for that movie. Octopussy.
You have sex with an octopus?
You know, you do anything in show
I
business.
believe it's an 8-vagina creature monster.
I've got Matthew
They
McConaughey.
didn't call her Octobomb for a reason.
Hey, Sean Connery. Matthew McConaughey's got a joke for you.
Go ahead.
All right. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
An interrupting doctor.
An interrupting.
You got cancer.
It's so good. It's so funny, but I don't understand it.
Oh, my.
And there's only one left.
There can only be one.
I say Garrett has a. He needs 2.
Do we still want to stick
You
with
sounded like you had a good idea.
I don't remember it.
Why don't you go with an Indian accent?
India?
Oh no.
Like being Pooh from The Simpsons.
Yes.
Episode. That's nice. That's the guy.
Yes,
Family Guy.
Abu.
Simpsons
Of
crawfish.
the what?
This guy.
Of the what?
Thank you, come again.
Family Guy. Simpsons guy.
It is like Punjab from Annie.
Wooja.
Ay caramba.
So if you haven't noticed, this is a very weird podcast.
We do have a show coming up October 18th.
October 18th
And Warm Springs.
in our Warm Springs.
Reservation.
It really hurts my face doing
If
this.
you like your fry bread and if you like getting beat up by Native Americans,
Yeah.
It should be a good time.
October 18th.
Hemlock.
And then if you don't like it, you can get in the chopper and go away.
And death, damage overdose, and
Damage overdose, hemlock, enslave the creation. Thorns.
Who else is playing?
American
Mickey Mouse.
Sideshow.
That was everybody.
Show.
And American Thunder Eagle.
American Thunder.
Just Thunder Eagle.
That sounds like my tattoo.
Just Thunder Eagle. They're a drum group.
I was in Fool's
I
Gold.
believe we were
And Sahara.
third or fourth. I cannot remember.
Is all you have to talk about the movies you've been in? I was in Predator, for God's sake. I saved your life.
He was Mr. Universe
I was in
at one
Tropic
point
Thunder,
in time.
which was in the jungle, which was somewhat accurate.
He's had a rough life. Rough. Just the way your mother likes it.
All right.
All right.
Oh,
All right, this is the part of the show when we get our guitar player to listen to rap music, and he reacts to it, but now he has to react in his stupid accent.
Matthew McConaughey listens to rap.
Yes. Put the
But you are not going to hear what he is listening to,
the
but we will
audience
tell
will
you.
not hear what he is doing inside his head.
Listen,
Sean
idea
Connery.
I
that-
will actually permit you to just speak your mind.
You know what that sound means?
It's time for Johnny to listen to rap.
Johnny to listen to rap.
Johnny reacts to rap.
Don't drop the accents.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
All right.
I will permit you if you want to express yourself in your native tongue.
Who's gonna do it?
Why don't you blow me, Governor?
Discovering new
This isn't rap, it's a commercial. Oh, it's happening.
He is listening to A$AP Ferg, and the song is called Shabba.
Right now, all I hear is something that sounds like chicken being fried.
It's very close.
it stopped.
It is eggs, in fact.
And some ambient noise. Haha. There's nothing happening.
Just wait for it.
Hold on a second.
Where's the beat?
What's up, friends?
Oh. Yeah. Aha.
You like that, don't you, bitch? I know you like it. Tell me.
Ooh.
Insertion complete.
He is into
Ah!
Tell us what you are thinking. Come on.
I see your lips moving, but I can't hear you.
Tell us what you are thinking.
He cannot think.
Have you seen my show, True Detective? Put my finger in my butt. Oh! Shit, shabba, yeah, gold ring, shabba, yeah. 4 gold chains, motherfucker. Tooth.
Stop. I can't do it.
I can't do it with that.
I can't do it.
All right, that's about all I can think of that. That's terrible.
Well, that was kind of a failed concept.
I don't think we can do it with accents. We have to do it on a normal podcast.
It was a little boring.
It was too strenuous on my face.
Much too hard.
What?
I think the rap song was a little...
Much too hard.
Too difficult.
It's not too difficult when you're pumping 365 tons of iron.
I think the issue is...
Tons? Hundreds of thousands of pounds.
Holy shit. I think the issue with the song is that it wasn't quite as bombastic as the ones... as some of the
As
other,
what?
As some of the other songs you've showed me.
As what? Should we drop the accents? Yeah. Okay. We'll drop the accents.
Oh my god.
Oh, perfect.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Alright.
Does anybody else have anything else to talk about?
No, we have the show.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
We had some and then we didn't.
Does anyone...
We got
so-
October 18th, November 6th, and December 5th.
Yep.
November 6th in Portland with the Diggers. They're freaking awesome. And
Diggers
then
are awesome. Check
November
them out.
5th in Eugene at the Black Forest, and that's going to be a really good show, too.
So there's a thing that me and Brandon were talking about the other day. Yesterday, actually, I think. I don't know if either of you guys saw this thing in the news. There was the kid in Louisiana who, like 16 years old, he had a threesome with two of his teachers.
Two of his
Nice.
teachers. And not to mention, both of the teachers are really good looking.
Dude.
No, they're not dudes. They're not dudes.
How'd he get caught? How'd he get caught?
He was bragging. He was bragging about...
Fucking little shit, dude.
Yeah.
Probably would have done the same thing.
The cherry on top of the pie of this whole thing, they filmed it.
Yeah.
Oh! Where's
They
the
filmed
film?
it. They straight
Where's
filmed
the
it.
internet footage?
That's hot.
Yeah.
That's badass.
16-year-old kid had sex with two of his teachers. One of his teachers, 24-year-old, and the other one is 34 years old.
That is badass.
Now
That is fucking badass. He should have kept his mouth shut. Like,
Yeah.
I would have told my really, really close friends, but like, no, dude.
What are you doing over there?
You can totally get away with that too. Oh man, that's dream come true, right?
He
That's
did get away with it.
that. Surpasses.
Wait, he got away with it?
He's not now.
Oh, well.
He's probably not going to get in any trouble. The teachers are probably getting fucking sentenced jail time.
Oh man.
Messed up,
No,
man.
well, here's
teachers.
the question though. Like, we're all dudes, so obviously we're like, oh yeah, high five, fucking little kid.
Yeah, this is what we were actually
But, like,
talking about.
But like, if the sexes had been reversed and it was like a female student and like two creepy old dude teachers,
Yeah.
Do you think you would have a different opinion of the matter? It's really not. Garrett's like, nah.
Well, I mean, it's like the dude's a pimp, so he got two hot female teachers. The chick's a hoe, so she got two fucking elderly, wrinkly, fucking male teachers.
Do they have to
you
be
know?
old and ugly though?
maybe they're good looking.
Yeah, let's just say they're in the exact same position as the two female teachers, and they're actually, and I can't believe I'm saying this, like at least decently looking
Some chicks
guys.
like
Like,
I'd call her a hoe.
Yeah.
I'd call her a hoe, you know.
but
you'd
you
be
call
like,
the
man.
dude, a pimp. Like,
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm sure fucking
she's a
everyone on the girl side is like, oh, girl, I wanted to fuck that guy too. You lucky girl.
Probably like, you dirty slut.
Yeah, you dirty hoe.
you're not
And I'm-
supposed to do that. He was mine.
They'd probably be like, oh, let's go out, you dirty slut. Need ice cream. French fries.
Yeah, 'cause
Ice cream and French fries
a lot
at
of
the
all these
malt
high
shop.
school chicks are into fucking experimentation and shit. I'm a lesbian, even though I don't know what being a lesbian's all about, and I'm bisexual, even though I've never kissed a girl. But it's okay because being bisexual and lesbian's cool. Yay!
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, dude.
That does sound quite familiar.
That was like the whole story of Arizona when I lived there. It was like
That's the whole
everyone.
story of puberty.
Oh,
pretty much.
dude.
Like, that's high school.
Well, I don't know about. I mean, I knew what I liked.
But
right
what?
from the
But what
get-go.
I'll say is that the fact of the matter is the kid is probably not going to get anything done to him other than a light slap on the wrist, and his parents are going to fucking ground him or something like that. Meanwhile, the teachers literally lose their career, their fucking entire way of life. Their way of life is completely done. Like
Yeah,
their
that's
life
fucked.
is pretty much fucked.
That
In
sucks.
my opinion, the kid, the boy, even though again the male in me is like good fucking job, especially considering they were both good looking, he should still
should,
be
yeah.
equally punished
I
with both of
agree.
them. That is not.
Oh,
it's not fucking cool.
punished for
Death.
what?
punished for the exact same thing that they are.
He ran
They're being punished for having sex with a minor.
Yeah,
Exactly.
They're responsible adults, though.
How is he gonna? What do you charge him with?
It doesn't matter. You're gonna have to. You can charge him with negligence. You can charge him with
How?
any.
But what part of the law makes that
You don't charge it. You don't charge.
There
like
is no law. Anarchy.
You don't charge it if they're like a 19-year-old has sex with a 14-year-old. You don't charge the 14-year-old.
It may not. It may not be in the terms of like actual physical chargement of like you go into a court system.
No,
And
but
they charge
what
you
we're
with something.
saying is that there
There should
nothing-
be punishment. There should be. I'm just gonna say there should be
Charge him with
punishment.
persuasion.
But
It
why
should either
though?
be both parties or nothing.
Exactly.
But see, that's the thing is that the way our legal system works and just the way society has deemed it is he's not able to make decisions for himself as an adult until he's 18. He's 16.
I was very able to make decisions for myself when I was 16
not according
years
to the
old.
law, and that's all that matters.
I know that's all that matters, but we're not saying that it's right. It's just
But then at the same time, yes, you can make decisions, but don't you think that the persuasion power of a 24-year-old is way more advanced than that of a 16-year-old?
oh, absolutely.
So then how can you say that he is at fault for...
I'm not saying that he's entirely at fault.
I
I'm
know
not
not entirely, but what would you charge him with?
I mean,
What
shit,
under
dude.
the...
Being a pimp.
He's gonna
No, it's, I mean, what,
he's gonna get expelled from the school that he's in.
Why?
Immediate, because he can't be around. How do you think that's gonna make other students feel? You have to think about everyone else
Or
in
the other
situation.
teachers.
or the other
Be
teachers.
like, dude,
he's just
you're
like,
gonna you're
trying to get
yeah.
up on your balls.
You don't know. So expulsion from the school that he's in, I think it wouldn't even be in the legal system. It would just be. I guarantee you, the school is probably going to expel him regardless of anything. And then past that, like, I don't know, like community service, something really minor. I don't fucking know.
for what, though?
community service.
For what?
I don't fucking know. Something.
didn't
I'm pulling rabbits out of a hat.
He
here.
did nothing wrong.
He had sex with teachers when he knew he wasn't supposed to do that in the first place.
Did you have sex with girls in high school?
Not my
No,
teachers.
when you were younger than 18, did you have sex with girls in high school?
Yeah.
At
Okay.
the school.
At the school.
It doesn't.
It does though. Because
you? Okay,
yes,
my
yes,
point is-
yes, I did. But
Did
they
they
were
do it at the school?
So you
no. They
they
did it at the school and off the school.
But see, Brandon, if you want to be so cutthroat about it, then you could have been charged
they
for
did
rape,
at the
statutory
ones-
rape.
No, because the people that I had sex with at the school were under 18 with me.
Yeah, you both could have been charged for yes.
Statutory rape is only after you're 18. It does not account for
You
when
can
you're
both
18.
be charged.
Yeah.
for
Damn,
rape
dude, I'm
under
a
18.
law-breaking motherfucker.
You can-
Been a lawbreaker since I was 13
So then
years
by that
old.
logic, you're saying that both of you can be charged with statutory rape.
I blame my
He
dad.
should be charged with
statutory.
statutory rape the same that they are. Because if two people under the age of 18 can be charged with statutory rape when
Right.
they're having sex in the exact same school,
Right.
you just advocated for equal punishment on both sides of the fence there.
No, what I'm saying is I didn't advocate for that. What I'm saying is that you're so cutthroat about making sure this guy gets punished for doing nothing wrong.
No. I'm
and
not.
what I'm saying is but you wouldn't have thrown yourself under the bus.
I would have. Yeah, not personally, no. but if I would have been caught and they would have said they would have punished me, I couldn't necessarily say they were wrong in doing so.
Right, but he did nothing wrong.
I disagree.
What did he do wrong?
I disagree. I think he did plenty wrong.
Okay, but what is it?
He knew exactly what he was doing by the law's perspective and by what you're describing.
Yeah.
Nothing. He didn't do anything wrong by the law's perspective. Morally, he did. He knew exactly what he was getting into. Yeah. He knew exactly what he was getting into, and if we're punishing someone that's on one side of the 18-year-old fence for the exact same thing that two people on the same side of the fence can be charged for, then that doesn't make sense to me. You should
But
still...
that's just that was my point earlier, is that the two 24-year-olds know that was wrong.
Yeah, the 16-year-old
16-year-old
knows it's
I'm
fucking wrong.
I'm not necessarily
Not according
saying
to the law, though.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not saying according to the law.
But
I'm
at the
saying,
same time, again, at 16, you can't. Your mind is still developing.
You're all about
sense
boobies.
that You can't make that kind of a decision
My mind's still all about boobies.
and know the repercussions of it.
Okay, so then by that logic, why do we try 17-year-olds as adults when they commit murder?
Well, Brandon, we're talking about.
No, I'm just saying.
But we're talking.
So you're saying it's severity of crime. Severity of crime determines
that certainly plays a part in it.
Okay,
we're talking about
fine.
taking somebody's life and
as opposed to having.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
That rather escalated quickly.
I was just curious. I want to know like what tips the balance.
What I'm saying is he didn't do anything wrong, and you're saying that
We
he
certainly have a topic
knew
to
he
talk
did
about
something
now.
wrong.
He did something wrong. There's no way you went into having sex with two of your teachers and you didn't think to yourself at some point, this is probably something I shouldn't do.
So let's look at it.
Therefore, they wouldn't
I
have
would
kept
do
it a
it.
secret.
I just keep my mouth shut about it, dude. That's all you gotta do is keep your mouth shut about it.
Moral of the story: just keep your mouth shut if you're fucking both your
I
teachers.
feel like that would be
Right.
pretty much.
He should get in trouble for getting the teachers in trouble. Be like, you dumb motherfucker.
He gets in trouble for ratting.
Like, dude, out of sight,
You're a
out of
tattletale.
mind, man.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
That's what he should get in trouble for: is tattletaling.
Yeah.
Formal charge: tattletaling.
Nah, whoever told
Like
Tattletale.
doity.
Yeah, exactly. I think he did.
No, he was just talking to his friends.
Yeah, which
his
I'm
friends are the bitches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Probably some,
yeah, fucking charge the friends.
probably
then.
some jealous ex-girlfriend who's all, what? You fucked our fucking teachers? Fuck you! Just like,
So then, here, Brandon, here's a question for you. Then
Okay.
let's take the under 18 thing out of it.
Okay.
And let's say the kid's 18
Yeah,
and they have sex.
and they're still. He's still. Let's say he's still in school. And
Still
they're-
in school.
Yeah.
And the teachers get fired. Then is he? And because you're only charged, the reason he should get charged is because he knew he was doing something wrong. If he's 18
He's technically
and
over
he's,
that.
and
that
he's still
point.
having sex with the teachers, do you still think he should be charged?
If he's still enrolled in school, yes. If he's still literally in the school, he couldn't be
Because-
charged for statutory rape. You're right, but that's still
No, they
constant-
couldn't. They could still be fired for having sex with the student. But
Yeah, of course.
But should he be charged for engaging in that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're
Why?
young. Just
Absolutely.
fucking flopping around there at the science lab.
If you're outside of school, let's say you're 18, but you graduated the year before, and you're
And you
outside
find
of
a
school,
teacher?
and then there's
Oh,
a
that
teacher.
would be the
That's no
ultimate.
different than meeting somebody at a fucking bar, and then just they happen to be a teacher at a school. Maybe you went to a couple years before. There's no difference. But if you're literally enrolled in the school, you're going to classes. Let's say you're 18, so
Right.
the statute of rape and statutory rape doesn't
Right.
apply anymore. But you're still enrolled in that school, and you still have sex with your teachers. Again. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
it's like if you were working at a fast food place and you got caught fucking your coworker on top of the burgers.
jerking off, yeah, all over.
yeah.
It's like you both should get fired.
jerking off.
You both should probably get fired. Like you both knew that was probably a wrong thing to
Sizzling it,
do.
dude.
If you and a coworker were having sex
Secret
at
sauce.
work, you would probably both get fired. Correct? Now, if one of you was under 18, not only would you get fired, but one party would get charged for probably a little bit more than the other would be. So what I'm saying is that even though the teachers were over the age and the kid was under 18, okay, so statutory rape comes into the picture, no problem. They get charged with that or whatever. But the kid's gonna get off scot-free,
Rape
and
lot. Rape this, rape that.
Yeah,
rape this,
man.
Rape
Right
that.
this?
There's a lot of sex going around.
Yeah.
I just don't see. He didn't do anything wrong. And even if like we talked a minute ago, even if the genders were reversed, I still don't see it being the other way as the younger person having done anything wrong.
so two guys coming onto a girl that wouldn't have changed like anything.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't
My opinion would still be the same. I would
Did
say
you
that
know
the girl
that in
didn't do
some
anything wrong.
states, 16 is the legal age, though?
Yeah, I do know that. That's like I think it's still some places in the South, if I'm
Yeah, like
not
what,
mistaken.
Yeah, like what if that
They
was?
can. I don't know if it's
Well, I
the.
wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that or if
This
they can
podcast
get.
has
They
been
can
going
get.
for about an hour, though.
Hell no.
No,
Well, we started it just after 3.
so it was like 3:15 or something.
Whatever. Okay, we'll wrap it up. Goodbye.
Well, good lord.
A lot of rape, a lot of good stuff.
Apparently this is our outro.
Or our outro song is just going to constantly rotate.
It's just gonna be whatever you think is funny.
Who let the dogs out?
Who let the pooches out?
Who shit the bread